An initiative launched in July by a number of university presidents calls for a discussion and debate around the current drinking age of 21. None of South Dakota's college or university presidents has signed on yet, but the issue does not escape South Dakota campuses. South Dakota Public Broadcasting's Jacqueline Severin talked with students and administrators about lowering the drinking age.
I just saw this guy running.
It's a cloudy day on the campus of South Dakota State University, but that hasn't stopped families, alumni, and college students from tailgating before watching some Jackrabbit football. People are playing catch, cooking, and drinking alcohol. It's one of the rare moments when students let down their guard in front of parents and police. Many of them are playing drinking games and talking about last night's party. Most of the students around here agree that drinking is part of college life, even if you're not 21.
Most kids drink no matter what.
Regardless, you're in college, you're going to find it however you want. You're going to find it.
We're college students. That's part of college life.
The Amethyst Initiative, started mostly by university presidents in the eastern part of the country, is trying to get more discussion about drinking and its role in college. One of its main focuses is on lowering the drinking age from 21 to 18 to stop students from binge drinking. Tad Perry with the Board of Regents says that this is an issue for the federal government and that state South Dakota schools are doing a good job of minimizing drinking problems among students.
The leadership of the universities have taken seriously the issue of alcohol consumption, and they are working on it on every campus, and I think have made significant progress.
But even so, as 18-year-old Laura Carpenter points out, students are still underage drinking.
It's college. It doesn't matter if you're a freshman or a senior. I mean, everyone is drinking and binge drinking.
But would lowering the drinking age really decrease binge drinking?
I definitely think binge drinking would go down if the drinking age is 18.
Matt Hasvold is a 21-year-old college student studying political science and business. Like most of the other tailgaters, he holds a beer in his hand. He says that if students could drink at the age of 18, they wouldn't think of alcohol as such a novelty.
You know, people that are under 21, they feel like, wow, oh my gosh, I got this case of beer. I just have to go crazy on it, because I don't get beer very often. I can't just go to the store and buy this sort of thing.
Hasvold's dad, Mark, is standing by listening attentively. Although the drinking age was 18 when he was in college, he disagrees with his son.
As a parent and adult, I think that there's a maturity level that's just not present in a lot of 18, 19, 20-year-olds, and I think it should remain 21.
A few feet away, 22-year-old Casey Hirschman has nestled his beer into a blue koozie. Although a college student himself, he has the same opinion.
Like when we were 18 years old, I don't think we can make responsible decisions like we try to right now. But
if they're considering you responsible enough to be an adult and take adult consequences for everything else, you can go to prison, go to war, you can vote and make decisions and all that, then you should definitely be able to drink at that age.
Chris Reynolds, another SDSU student, is also enjoying a beer. His view is like many of his college friends, that the drinking age should be lower. But in an office far from the tailgating arena at SDSU sits Augustana's president, Rob Oliver, and he isn't buying into this argument. He says the drinking issues on college campuses are more complex than that.
Simply saying, well, if one is old enough for this, then one therefore is old enough for that. I don't know that those are as clear as we'd like them to be.
Oliver says that we should look at binge drinking as more of a societal issue than an age issue. He points to Europe and says that we should learn from other societies on how they treat the consumption of alcohol.
We see a different societal approach, and one might say, well, how might we learn from that? What are the lessons that we might learn by studying how other societies' norms are around this particular phenomena?
President Oliver says that responsibility doesn't just come by giving students alcohol. They have to have education to make the right choices. But even though he doesn't want the drinking age lowered, he's not totally against the initiative.
I am in favor of the general discussion of the Amethyst Initiative, and that being, hey, let's discuss this, let's study it, let's open it up and really work on it.
Everybody knows it.
Back at the tailgate party at SDSU, students are still cracking beers and waiting for the night's football game to start. Many of the students here will say that alcohol is part of the college culture, and despite what academic leaders and college presidents might want, it's a culture that isn't about to change anytime soon. For South Dakota Public Broadcasting, I'm Jacqueline Severin in Brookings.